a SportsBeat presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Brought to you by Granite Credit Union.
What a great time of year. At the beginning of the season, every team in 6A, 5A, and 4A makes it a goal to reach the turf at Rice-Eccles Stadium. That dream realized for 12 teams on Thursday and Friday. Let's begin our semifinal coverage in 6A. Rod was there and witnessed an overtime classic.
First 6A semifinal on Thursday, Bingham and American Fork. This is a rematch of the game played back on October 12th when Bingham scored with 13 seconds left to beat American Fork. And today, we even had more drama for the right to go to the 6A championship. Let's go. It was scoreless in the second quarter when Bingham's Peyton Jones finds Josh Wolf for 29 yards, and the Miners had the 7-0 lead. But American Fork would come right back. Boone Abbott makes one Miner miss, another one, heads the other way, makes a couple of more Miners miss, and Boone Abbott has a 4-yard touchdown to tie it at 7. Back comes Bingham. Jones, this time to Avi Parikh, 31-yard touchdown, and the Miners have a 14-7 lead at the half. In the third quarter, Abbott to Dallin Johnson, 4 yards. That ties it at 14. To the fourth quarter, American Fork would take the lead. Abbott, he'll take it in from 9 yards out, and the Cavemen have a 7-point lead. 5.5 minutes left in the fourth. Peyton Jones to Bryson Harward, 11 yards, and we're tied at 21. Final play of the game, Kyle Thompson on for American Fork, 49-yard field goal to win it. But it's wide right, so we go to overtime. American Fork has it first. Abbott, the back shoulder throw to Devin Downing, 28-21 American Fork. Now it's Bingham's turn. They've got to get it into the end zone. It's a double pass, but Jeremiah Shipley is there to pick it off, and that's the ball game. American Fork celebrates as they are going to the 6A championship, 28-21 the final.
I'm so good right now. I don't even know what to say. I'm about to cry. I'm so excited right now.
This group's been super consistent, very, very locked in since week one. We've had some blips on the screen, but they've stayed hungry and they've believed in the process of getting better, and they just continue to do that week in and week out.
It didn't feel real. That was insane. I've never felt that much adrenaline. I honestly thought it was a dream. That was the craziest moment I've ever been a part of.
American Fork is in next week's 6A championship game and will meet the winner of Lone Peak and Pleasant Grove. These two also met back on October 12th. Pleasant Grove was driving for the game-winning touchdown in the final 30 seconds, but Lone Peak's Nate Ritchie with an interception and a 70-yard pick six to seal the deal for Lone Peak. Today, the Region 4 rematch for the right to move on to face American Fork in the 6A championship. It was scoreless in the second quarter. Pleasant Grove back to punt. Here comes Michael Daly with the block. And then he tackles Dane Christiansen at the 1. Lone Peak would score on the next play to take a 6-0 lead at the half. Opening kick of the second half, Lone Peak's Kobe Freeman. He finds a lot of room. And Kobe Freeman, 72-yard return down to the 27-yard line. A few plays later, Eric Child. 2-yard touchdown, and now Lone Peak has a 13-0 lead. Midway through the third quarter, Timothy Baker with the pick, and Baker will take it all the way inside the 10, and Lone Peak is in business once again. Kobe Freeman, a couple of plays later, he'll finish it off with a 4-yard touchdown, and Lone Peak heads to the fourth quarter leading 20-0. And in the fourth, Brock McChesney seals the deal, steps in front of the pass, and he's got himself a pick six. Lone Peak is in the 6A championship game to face American Fork, 29-0 over Pleasant Grove.
Talk about getting ready for AF.
Great offense. They're a great team. They spanked us the first time, but well for blood, I'll tell you that right now. So we're going to game plan well for them, and Let's get it going.
Last game, I think we showed up a little confident. We've beat them in the past years, and it hasn't been just small shutouts. So I think we'll come out with knowing that they're a great team this year, and we'll come out ready.
I expect a dogfight. I mean, they're a great team. They got a high-powered offense, good defense. I think we're just ready for a bloodbath.
Can't wait for the bloodbath, a rivalry game and a championship game. Can't wait. All right, now a look at the 5A semifinals. First, a clash between two undefeated teams. Olympus came into Rice-Eccles Stadium at 12-0, their best record since 1998 when they won state. And Corner Canyon 10-0, looking to advance to the state championship game for the first time in school history. Olympus would find the end zone first on a 42-yard run by Tommy Polton down the sideline and into the end zone. Corner Canyon would tie the game on a great catch by John Mitchell. He had 8 catches for 130 yards. He and Cole Hagan connect on a 46-yard pass play that set up an Austin Bell touchdown, and it was 14-9 Chargers. Olympus took the lead just before the half. Jackson Frank to Noah Benny, 15-14 Titans. The third quarter was a defensive struggle marred by turnovers. 5 turnovers in the second half between the two teams. Noah Benny had 3 interceptions all by himself. The Olympus lead held until late in the fourth. The Chargers grind out a 12-play, 80-yard drive to take the lead. Caden Johnson from 1 yard out gives Corner Canyon a 20-15 lead. Olympus has less than 2 minutes to mount a comeback, but their hopes are dashed when Andrew McDonald intercepts his pass. Corner Canyon defends their perfect record and has reached the state championship game for the first time.
It was awesome. Everyone just piled on top of me. It was a dream come true. I loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah, they're a great team. We knew we were going to be in for a fight. They looked really good on film. A lot of good kids, good athletes. They play extremely hard. And then scheme-wise and technically, they're very, very sound. So they just kind of, if you make mistakes, they'll make you pay. And we made a lot of mistakes today, but we were still able to take care of it. So
We've been working so hard for this, and to have a heartbreaker last year in the semis and then come back and win this one, it feels so good. So, you know, we're ready. We're going to work hard next week, and we're going to get our best shot. So we're excited.
All right, the other 5A semifinal was a rematch from a game played in week 3. Skyridge beat Roy in that game 28-20. Would Roy get revenge, or would Skyridge advance to the state championship in back-to-back seasons?
Let's go! Let's go!
Skyridge would score first thanks to a remarkable effort by Ma'a Natoa, hurdling a defender and running through multiple defenders for the touchdown. The Falcons would go up 14-0 in the first after Jaden Clemens connects with James Palmer for a 21-yard touchdown. Roy strikes soon after. Jackson Dart with a deep ball to Deontay Davis. 60 yards, and Roy has some momentum. But Skyridge would score 21 points in the second quarter. Clemens with a deep ball of his own. Nathan Upham has a 29-yard touchdown. The defense then gets in on the fun. Dart's pass is picked off by Bladen Tongiai. Pick 6, 28-7. Skyridge led 35-7 at the half, and the Falcons know how to celebrate.
Yeah, well, coach tries to keep it classy, but, you know, we always do our thing in the end zone.
Where'd you learn that?
Well, you know, we learned it off of Madden. Too much Madden, you know what I'm saying?
Roy trying to rally in the second half. A bad spot on 4th down leads to frustration on the Roy sideline. Head coach Fred Fernandez gets his money's worth. He was ejected. Skyridge goes on to win this one 42-15. They reach the 5A state championship game in back-to-back seasons. How rewarding is it, though, for your program to do this in such a short period of time?
It's rare and awesome, and proud of the efforts of these guys. We're a family. It's not, I don't like using the term team. I like using family because that's what we do. We sacrifice for each other, and that's what families do. Yeah, you know what? We started something, and we left it out there last year. I'm here to go take it back, and with my team.
All right, now to the 4A semifinals. Dixie expected to be here. Park City stunned undefeated Skyview to get to the turf. No score until the second quarter. Dixie quarterback Reggie Graff connects with Nate Mahi for a 20-yard touchdown. Flyers led 7-0 at the half. Third quarter, Graff attacks the Park City defense with his legs. 49 yards for the touchdown, and the Flyers take a 13-0 lead. Park City's defense played well, kept the Miners in the game. A big stop by Guy Gaspari. They force a turnover moments later. Park City taking a shot at the end zone. but Tyler Walden with one of his 2 interceptions in the game. Fourth quarter, Park City trying to rally, but the Dixie defense traveled well. Caden Faumuina with the sack. Moments later, Dixie puts this game away. Graff to Josh Kazir. 38 yards, and Dixie shuts out the Miners 20-0.
I'm happy for the kids. They've worked hard all year long, but there's a lot of kids that work hard, but they just come together as a team and been able to get the job done week in and week out.
Defense played amazing today, not letting up any points, shutout. Offensively, we just kind of got things going. O-line was great as always. Caught a lot of balls, run the ball pretty well. Yeah, everything was clicking.
So Dixie gets the winner of Orem and Pineview. Orem asserted their dominance early in the game, and they did it with their ground game. Noah Sewell, just a junior, a 34-yard run to put the Tigers on the board. He rushed for 187 yards in the game. 2 minutes later, Buju Tuisavura finds the end zone. It's 14-0 Orem. After they recover a fumble on the kickoff, Orem scores again. Sewell from 15 yards out. It's 21-0 less than 5 minutes into the game. After scoring from a yard out, Orem quarterback Cooper Laga breaks free for a 67-yard run. He's almost untouched. It's 34-0 in the first quarter. When you're running the ball that well, it opens things up for the pass game. Laga going deep to Jake Peterson. He beats the D for a 75-yard touchdown. It's 41-0 Tigers. Pineview finally breaks through on offense. McLeod Croton connects with Dallin Brown, a 50-yard gain. Moments later, Croton connects with Tosh Wright. The Panthers finally get into the end zone. But Orem responds with another quick strike. Tuisavura with a great effort, spinning through the defense, breaking tackles, gives Orem a 48-7 lead. Orem with 615 yards of total offense. They'll defend their title Friday at 11 a.m. against Dixie. Well, it took 103 years, but North San Pete has finally reached a football state championship game. What makes that even more remarkable is they were winless last season. But to finally hoist a state championship trophy, they would have to take down top-ranked Summit Academy. Summit Academy, boy, they're tough. They never trailed in this game. The offense was rolling from the get-go. Casey Briggs to Ashton Brady. 25-yard touchdown. Great effort to get in at the goal line. 7-0 Bears. Later in the first, Talmadge Brown on the pitch out to Colin Dodge. 58 yards. It's 21-0 Bears after one quarter. North San Pete tries to get back in the game down 28-0. And that made it 28-0 right there. Connor Jorgensen on the ground for the Hawks. Going to get a big gain. That sets up quarterback Chance Clausen on the keeper. Now, he doesn't get into the end zone. He's a yard short, but a great effort diving over to the defender. Marked down to the one score shortly after, then Clausen airs it out to Ashton Osborne. Big gain that sets up another score, but they couldn't keep pace with Summit Academy. On the kickoff, Talmadge Brown has it. And he's going to run right through the Hawks. 81 yards to the house. Summit Academy wins big, their first state football championship.
Don't give up. We knew this team was special going into the beginning of the year. We knew that if we played our best all year, we would do great. We'd do great things, in which we showed tonight that we are the best team in 3A.
And these guys, you know, they play better when they're loose. They're in there singing "I'm a Child of God" before the game and Shark Tank, and they came out, like I said, they executed and played tough physical football tonight. And we got big plays from a lot of guys.
Wow, okay, let's go on to the 2A championship. South Summit taking on Grand at Weber State. Grand uses a gadget play to take a 7-0 lead. The ball makes its way back into the hands of quarterback Bryant Trout. Stacy Randall's open for the 51-yard touchdown, but South Summit would dominate this game. Quarterback Cale Atkinson to Jared Danzy, 22 yards for the score. After Grand cuts the South Summit lead to 3, Atkinson keeps and turns on the Jets, a 57-yard run. The South Summit offense caught fire. Atkinson to Danzy again. It's 30-13. It was working so well, they go to it again. Atkinson to Danzy, 28 yards, 38-13 at the half. They connect again in the third, a 65-yard touchdown. Danzy with 7 catches, 141 yards, and 4 scores. Then the defense gets in on the fun. Landon Nunaviller, pick 6. A 78-yard return. Atkinson with 320 yards of total offense. And it's Gatorade time. The South Summit Wildcats repeat as 2A state champions, their 4th title in 6 years.
Yeah, every year it gets even better. We've been here for like the state championship like 8 years in a row now, so if we don't make it here, it's kind of disappointing, but we've played a lot of great football teams.
The kids are bought in, they believe in the process. So I said, it doesn't matter what happens in the first quarter. We got to finish this thing. And so they're physical. Grant's a great football team. And we just, the kids did.
And now to 1A. The Milford Tigers entered Saturday's 1A state championship with an 18-game winning streak, the longest current streak in the entire state. They would face Duchesne, the school who owns the state record of 48 straight wins set back in 2014. Milford seeking to stay perfect and win back-to-back titles. Boy, their offense was clicking from the start. Bryson Barnes to Paxton Henry, an 80-yard touchdown. They're already up 19-0. Another big pass play, Barnes to Brett Beebe. This is for 68 yards, 26-0 Milford. How about one more score before the half? Barnes to Jarrett Sullivan, in stride. 27-yard touchdown, 32-0 at the half. The Milford offense keeps rolling in the third. Barnes to Zachary Sherwood, 44 yards. Duchesne finally gets on the board in the fourth. Cason Grant to Gavin Davis. But the deficit was just too much for the Eagles to overcome. Cue another Gatorade bath. 19 straight wins for the Milford Tigers. They are back-to-back state champions in 1A.
Back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back.
I knew if we caught the ball tonight, it'd be a long day to Duchesne. I mean, Bryson's just too good a quarterback for that. I mean, he's a once-in-a-lifetime coach's dream. And our offensive line, I can't say enough about them. I cannot say enough about those 5 guys that put their blood and soul into that and protect him, and the 2 running backs to step up and take the blitzer. We just hit on all cylinders the last 2 weeks, and it's been nice.
Primetime Performers, brought to you by Granite Credit Union.
Hey, go to Twitter at KSL Sports and vote for the play of the week. Here are the nominees. Grand with the double handoff flea flicker. That's what we're going to call it. Bryant Trout to Stacy Randall, 51 yards. Great season for Grand, but they come up short in the title game. Number 2, Skyridge running back Ma'a Natoa, hurdling a defender. And stiff arms a group of defenders, bulldozing his way into the end zone. What a strong run by Natoa. Skyridge gets another shot at a state title. Olympus with a double pass. Jack Holberg right here. It's a Noah Benny there. What a game Noah had. Olympus came up short, but what a great season for the Olympus Titans. All right, and number 4, Lone Peak, pick 6. This is Brock McChesney. Off the bounce, he's going to take it to the house. Again, go to Twitter. Let us know what you think is the best, and the winner will be shown on SportsBeat Sunday. All right, now just 3 games left in the 2018 high school football season. Don't miss our coverage on TV, online, and on social media Friday for the 4A, 5A, and 6A state championship games. We leave you with another exciting highlight reel.
Let's go.